What up, we're back on the ladder, and today we're going to be rocking with this team. We got Gholdengo, Scizor, Primarina, Volcarona, Baxcalibur, and Ursaluna. It's still the beginning of a new season, so we're going to be seeing a lot of weird-ass mons like my opponent has here, and I thought that it was just a good idea to bring along mons like Scizor, bring those back from like my regulation F days of battling, because we do have a lot of Mimikyu that we're going to run into, you know, a lot of Sash mons, so having that dual wing beat with Technician is going to help a whole lot. But looking at my opponent's team, we are going to be facing against a Swalot, which I don't think I fought before at all. We got a Blossom, a Donphan, a Reuniclus, a Salazzle, and an Araquanid. So I'm going to say probably Araquanid lead, right? I mean, that's looking pretty obvious just right off the bat. So I think what I want to do, I don't like leading with choice mons, but Gholdengo here is looking pretty good, all things considered. The only thing, of course, is that if I lead here and I try to go for a Thunderbolt on the Araquanid, you know, that's not going to work out amazingly if they decide to switch into Donphan. So what we can do, you know what, maybe I just lead Primarina. It's kind of risky, but I might lead Primarina. I will lead, or I will bring Gholdengo rather, and then, I mean, Ursaluna just for that power is looking pretty good, so we could do that. And yeah, we'll just go with that. So as always, the Pokepaste for this team will be in the description, along with the playlist of all of my other Battle Stadium videos. There's a lot at this point, but you can go down there, check them out, sort through them, do whatever you want with them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this one. Okay, my guy here is going to go ahead and lead with the Salazzle, actually, so I am very okay with my Primarina lead here. You know, sometimes it just works to go with some random picks, but we are going to go just for the Hyper Voice here, straight up. He's going to pop his Toxic there, which is fine. You know, we're able to tank these hits a little bit. We got a lot of HP on us, so this isn't the worst mon to be Toxic, but that is going to take him down to his Focus Dash on the Salazzle, but we do have Aqua Jet, so I'm not insanely worried about it. That Poison going to take us down just a little bit. About 10 health, ain't no thing. No goddamn thing at all. So this Aqua Jet here will just take care of the Salazzle. See, even though it doesn't do a whole lot, we do like having Aqua Jet just for these situations. It has come in clutch for us many times. Many times before. So, we will take care of the Salazzle there. I'm surprised he didn't bring Araquanid. But we are going to go ahead and see the Blossom here, which is an interesting pick. Definitely an interesting pick here. What we can do, I could switch into Gholdengo. There's not a whole lot that he can really do to me on Gholdengo. So I think, yeah, I'll just go into that. I'll save my Primarina a little bit just because I don't know what his last mon's going to be. And Primarina is very strong, very bulky. So we do like to keep that on us. So we will go ahead and send in the Gholdengo here. He is going to set up a Quiver, but I am not worried at all, because he can't do any poison moves to us. Grass moves ain't going to do shit. So that's pretty much all Blossom learns, unless he Terras. So that could be pretty bad. But what I can do here, I'm just going to make it rain. I'm just going to straight up make it rain. See how much this does. Okay, did a lot. We should still be able to KO from here, even after that special attack drop. So this Moonblast, please don't get the drop on us. Okay, thank you. And this Make It Rain should actually take care of him here. Okay, let's see. No! No, it takes him down just to the red there. That's so unfortunate. Okay, Giga Drain. That should still keep you in range for this next one to kill. Yeah, that should be like just enough for this Make It Rain to kill. I doubt he switches, so yeah. 3 Make It Rains later, we do take care of the Blossom. So that's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty awesome. Hee hee, hoo hoo. So let's see what his last mon is here. He is going to go ahead and send out that Donphan there. So I am very happy that I kept my Primarina. So what we're going to do, we will just go back into Primarina here. No point staying in with my Gholdengo. Obviously he's going to get like a free EQ off. That's just kind of how this goes. But I'm not staying in there at all. So let's see how much this does. We should tank it. Yes, but with that toxic damage, it's been a couple turns. No, okay. We're still living. we're still living. We can go for Hyper Voice here. I actually think that Toxic might have reset, so that's not a problem at all. But we can just go for the Hyper Voice here. He does outspeed, actually. Okay, so he's like fully speed invested. That's good to know. Very good to know. But I'm not really that worried. We do have Ursaluna, who is just a fucking powerhouse in the back here. Just an absolute menace. I'm not going to Tera, just because I'm Tera flying on Goldango, and I would like to save that if it really comes down to that. I don't think it will, but just in case, we will save it. Okay, that Earthquake, more especially defensive, but we will take that pretty nicely. And this Blood Moon here, with the Life Orb boost, will take him down to 1, of course, because he does have Sturdy. But I kind of miss how old Sturdy works in the older games. I feel like that was just more balanced. Okay, what is this? Salic Berry, you were already faster than me. It is actually not a problem whatsoever. But we have Vacuum Wave here. So, you are dead as hell, and that'll be game 1. But I did like seeing these new Mons. It's an interesting team. It's much better. It's much more fun than just seeing the generic big 3 and all of the other meta picks. But that'll be game 1. Let's go ahead and get into another one here. Okay, this time we're looking at Mono Bug. We got Kleavor, Volcarona, Araquanid, Frostmoth, Fortress, and Lokix. So Lokix can be pretty scary. I have fought it a couple times before, and I did learn that it is not your generic kind of early game bug. So we are going to be seeing Lokix there. Haven't fought a Frostmoth before. Honestly, don't think this guy's going to bring it. Seems to be the weakest link of the team. So I'm going to say probably Araquanid or Kleavor lead, which either way, I'm actually very okay with leading with Primarina again. So I'll do that. I really would like to have Power Gem on Goldango. Honestly, I opted to not bring it, but I would like to have it. I will bring my Volcarona, of course. That seems to be a pretty good option here. And then, I don't know, do I just bring Ursaluna for that extra power? The most broken Mon to ever be introduced, do I bring him? Maybe. Let's see, I do have Dual Wing Beat on Scizor, and I do kind of wall everything but Volcarona with Scizor as well. So, yeah. Yeah, you know what, I'll bring Scizor. I'll bring Scizor just to have a physical attacker as well. So let's go ahead and get into this one, but I'm feeling pretty good. I do like fighting these mono teams. I know that it might be a little boring to watch maybe, because it's more predictable, but I just have fun fighting these different kinds of teams, so I'm perfectly okay with it. So, we'll see what this guy wants to lead with. Hopefully my pick is okay against whatever he wants to go for, but he is going to send in Volcarona, so I am okay with that as well. That's perfectly fine, as long as he doesn't pop like Tera Grass turn 1. I may as well Tera Poison here. I don't think Tera Water on Scizor is going to help me, and Tera Grass isn't going to help me there. Yeah, I'll Tera here, just to be safe. Just to be safe, I'll Tera Poison here. So let's see who he wants to go into. Maybe Lokix here. No, Frostmoth. We are going to see the Frostmoth. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, we are going to pop Tera anyway. This is good for us defensively as well. So we'll go ahead, get the big-ass purple skull on her head. You know how this shit goes. And this Hyper Voice should do... Okay, it's actually very specially defensive. Interesting. And he's leftovers. So I am glad I brought Scizor with me. What we're going to do, we are very obviously not going to stay in here. So we will just go into Scizor and see what he wants to do. I don't know if Frostmoth likes the setup or not. Like I said, I really have never fought this Mon before. I just haven't. But, okay, he is going to set up a Quiver. That's fine, but we do kind of have to take care of this thing as fast as we can here, because it's looking like a threat. It's looking like a threat, I'm not going to lie. But hopefully this Technician Dual Wing Beat will take care of him pretty swiftly. So we are just going to go for that. We're not even going to bother going for the Bullet Punch. Okay, he's just going to switch. If it's the Volcarona, hopefully we don't get Flame Bodied. Really, really hope we don't get Flame Bodied. Okay, it's actually just going to be the Fortress. But this will still do a little bit of chip damage. Of course, he is going to have Rocky Helmet. It is what it is. Okay. It's actually going to do a lot more damage to us than I would have liked. But what we can do here, I guess, I just go into Volcarona here. It's a lot of switching, but it's worth it. My only thing is that he still has his Tera, but I want to say he saves that for Frostmoth. I don't think he's going to Tera Fortress, but let's see what he wants to go for here. Volt Switch. Okay, we will take that very nicely. And no matter what he wants to go into here, we're in a pretty good spot. We're in a pretty good spot here. I don't know if he wants to run Quiver on his Volcarona, though. Because we might be at a stalemate, if that's the case. But I could just go for Fiery Dance and see what he wants to do. I don't think he's going to be running Tera. That'll help him a whole lot against us. Okay, he is going to opt to send in his Volcarona. Probably the better option. Probably the better option for him. I won't lie. We'll set up a Quiver. We might be Speed Tied. Okay, he's going to Tera as well. So I'm okay going for a Quiver here. Let's see what Tera type he is, though. He is going to be Rock? Okay. Interesting, interesting. But that does kind of help his Mono Bug team there to be Rock. Okay, he's going to go for Tera Blast as well. There's really no way I could have known that this is what he wanted to do. So it is what it is. Volcarona goes down. That's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. We will go into Primarina, of course. We'll go into Primarina. Best option here. He's still going to be weak to water. So we are just going to pop Hyper Voices here, even if he wants to go in to Frostmoth. Fire Blast? Interesting. I never see this thing run Fire Blast. That is very interesting. But he will die to the Hyper Voice there. It's going to be a crit as well. That might have helped. Because if that was a bulky Volcarona set, that could have helped. But he, at the very least, is running fully invested speed EVs. Because he did kind of outspeed our Volcarona, which means we were speed tied. But here's the Frostmoth. Here he is, here he is. I'm not going to even bother switching. I'm just going to go for Moonblast here and try to get the special attack drops. Okay, that Ice Beam, we will tank it very well. We are AV, so there's not a whole lot I'm worried about. We get the drop? Perfect. Perfect. Things are going our way. Things are definitely going our way right now. Okay, so I may as well just go for another Moonblast here to try to get more drops. The Hyper Voice damage isn't really going to help us a whole lot. So we will just go for this Moonblast. And if I go into Scizor, I'm not going to dual Wing Beat just because Fortress exists. You know, we still have Rocky Helmet out here. So I will go into Scizor here. We are going to switch. Hopefully he just sets up another Quiver. We might be able to take a hit though. We aren't at full health, but we might be able to take a hit. Sub? Okay. Interesting, interesting. Just in case he switches, yet again, I am just gonna go for the Bullet Punch here, so that I don't take too much damage. Let's see though. Okay. No. He kind of predicted that we would over-predict there, but that will take care of the sub. And now what do you want to do? Ice Beam. After a couple Quivers, we do still take it. We do still take it. And I'm going to assume that he's a lot more specially defensive. I mean, obviously he is physically defensive. So I am just going to pop a Bullet Punch here. This guy's really trying to make this Mon work, though, with all of these Quivers. So he is going to go into Fortress. I may as well stay in and knock off, just to get rid of the helmet, just in case I have to switch back in. Not going to do a whole lot there. Rocky Helmet going to take us down a little bit. So I will just go for this knockoff. He's probably just going to Volt Switch me again. Might kill us from this range. No. You get to go for the knockoff. Say goodbye to your helmet. Fuck you. Okay, and now Volt Switch, and that will of course take care of Scizor. So we're in a little bit of a tight spot here. A little bit of a tight spot. I really wish Volcarona didn't go down, but I don't know how I could have predicted him to be Tera Rock. I haven't really seen that before. At least it's not in my memory that I've seen that before. So we are going to see this Frostmoth come out. And now it is up to Primarina here, but at least we're at the point where his quiver dances have worn off because he switched. So I am just going to go for the Hyper Voice here. And hopefully we can get a crit, get something going here. I do admire the dedication to making this moth work. I really do. This is still like a good match. It's very annoying. This kind of makes me want to run Frostmoth. But at the same time, I feel like that's not, you know, my best choice to do that. Okay, more quivers. Brother, you're not, like, you're still really not going to do that much to me, at least after 2. Like, that's the thing. Okay. Now please tell me that this guy doesn't get Recover. I need you to tell me that he doesn't get Recover. Okay, you know what? I'm going to cheat a little bit. We're going to look up Frostmoth stats. We're going to look up Frostmoth stats real quick. Okay, 90 special defense, 60 defense. I'm going to risk it and go for an Aqua Jet here and just see how much that does. Okay, honestly, doing a little more than Hyper Voice is at this point, which is kind of silly. But I really should, like, change my Primarina's nature to not be minus physical attack. I don't know, I might respec it a little bit, but I like having the speed that I have on it. Alright, can this just kill? No? Okay, that's fine. Okay, how much is this Ice Beam gonna do after all of those quivers? It still doesn't kill. Still does not kill, buddy. And now I believe this Aqua Jet will kill. So, we'll see here. God, imagine setting up like 3 or 4 quivers and still not being able to kill. I mean, I know we're AV, and we're pretty bulky just being Primarina, but that's kind of insane. It's kind of insane, let's be honest. So now, of course, we are going to see the Fortress, and I believe we outspeed, so we are just going to go for this Hyper Voice here. And hopefully, yes, we take care of him. Alright. That was a good match, though. I didn't expect to struggle that much versus a mono bug team, but the Terra Rock Valt really caught me off guard. And I mean, Frostmoth, I was not familiar with your game. I did not know that you could live for that long with 90 base special defense, but that'll be that game. We can go ahead and do another one. I'm okay with getting into another one here. Okay, this time, interesting looking team. We got a bit of a sand team thing going on here. We got Excalibur, Garchomp, Excadrill, Dragonite, Hisuian Goodra, and Ursaluna. So I want to say that he probably leads with either Excadrill or maybe Goodra, which either way, this is a pretty solid Ursaluna lead here, as long as he doesn't go Excalibur. But if he does, we can go ahead and bring Primarina to have a good switch in there, and also just have a lot of good matchups there, actually. And then, let's see, probably Excalibur for Dragonite, and to have Earthquake against a lot of their mons that would be, you know, strong against. So I'm okay with those picks. I think we're looking pretty good here, so let's go ahead and get into this one. See what my man wants to lead with here. Okay, Q pick kind of reminds me of the fucking Windows XP background, but we are going to go ahead and see the Garchomp lead here, which still works. This still works. I can just fire off a Blood Moon here and be good. So that's exactly what we are going to do. Okay, Swords Dance, that's not really saving you, because even if you live this, I do got Vacuum Wave in the back. So here is our Blood Moon, and it will just take care of the Garchomp. Don't really know what you wanted to go for there with that Swords Dance. Should have just done literally anything else, but I'll take it. We do take those. Okay, now we are going to see the Grumpy Goodra. The shiny Hisuian Goodra here, we are going to see that, and we are just going to go for an Earth Power here. Watch him be like Terra Flying and completely ruin my plans. Oh my god, it's happening. It's happening, isn't it? Okay, he's gonna pop Terra. Swear to god if I see the balloons. Okay, wait. Fighting? Okay. That kind of looks silly as hell on Hisuian Goodra. Shelter. Alright. Alright, so he's gonna get the boost. Defense boost. This Earth Power, though, will take him down to almost half. That still did really good damage. That's pretty good. We will just go for another Blood Moon here. Body Press. Okay, that might take care of us here after that Shelter. Hisuian and Goodra can be a monster with that set. But now we kind of just have to hope to outspeed him, which I'm not too worried about. Because Primarina, we are a little bit speed invested here. I think we are speed invested enough to outspeed this guy. So we will just go for the Moonblast here. You know what? I may as well Tera. I may as well Tera Poison here. Just to kind of tank that Body Press even more. So we will go ahead and do that and get the skull on our head. Primarina is putting in a ton of work this video. Like, a ton of work. Really happy about that. So, we will pop that, we will outspeed, and this Moonblast will take care of the Goodra, so down goes his Tera, down goes his fucking threat here as well. I do love Goodra though. I would like to use it again, use it a lot in Regulation F, but I think I gotta workshop my set a little more. So, for the time being, hopefully Primarina can just clean up here. I'm actually not worried at all, because I do have Excalibur in the back here as well. So, Thunder Wave D-Knight, alright. See, D-Knight's one of those mods you can run a million different ways, so you do just kind of have to tank this. Unfortunately, we stay paralyzed, which fucking sucks. Usually we're on the other side of that. Air Slash. Okay. Interesting, Dragonite. Interesting. And that did a lot of damage, especially for having multi-scale. Okay, Roost, please break through this paralysis. Thank you. Does that kill? It does. Okay. Well, that was a weird-ass Dragonite, but we take those. So that'll be it for this one. Thank you all for watching. Do the YouTuber stuff. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want. These videos are going to keep on coming. I do like making them, and I do appreciate all of the support lately. So, I don't know how to end videos, so